Winners bracket round 4 with player 5 and Koroks. On comms today, we've got Litbooks and the Consultant. How's it going, guys?
It's going really great.
Nice. I'm gonna get the runners going, and you guys are good to go.
How are you doing today, Consultant?
I'm okay. A little under the weather, but looking forward to a good match.
Yeah. If you don't know anything about Breath of the Wild speedrunning, this is an amazing match for you to watch. Player 5 and Koroks are 1 and 2 on our leaderboards respectively. For us to be getting this caliber of match in round 4, it is wild. Player 5 has been amazingly consistent throughout this whole tournament. Koroks put up a 24-33 in a race. So it's going to be absolutely wild today. I hope you guys are in for a treat. So the way that this works is it's a best of 3. So you need to win 2 to move on. This is this is quarterfinals of the winners bracket. So there will be semis next, and then so it's kind of like the semis are the finals of each respective bracket, and then we kind of have grand finals, where the person who won the losers bracket will come up and face the winner of the winners bracket. So we are in the second to last. No, third to last? I don't know. Hopefully that was manageable. And here we go. It's exciting.
Yeah. Koroks got a 24 in his race, but I've seen player 5 get a couple of 24s just in his no resets yesterday. So player 5 definitely able to turn out with a 24. He can perform. So definitely looking forward to seeing what these players can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be exciting. How the sorry.
So first,
sorry, I just dropped up. My internet just dropped for a second.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead. My stuff is still loading again.
So first, of course, they're gonna do the SOR clip. It really amazes me watching players of this caliber because they get the SOR clip like instantly, like at like 44 or 45. Yeah, Koroks and player 5 both getting it like instantly, which is quite a feat. You'll see they're going to be doing a little bit of running towards the Boko camp to get the spear and the shield. Notice that they're alternating between sprinting and whistle sprinting to make sure they don't run out of stamina.
I think another great thing about players of this caliber is just you kind of see they're both taking the same path, and it's because it's the most optimal, straightest path to their destination. The things that make these runners great are really the little things, the little optimizations that they do and have practiced so much. Like whistle sprinting, they both jumped at no stamina. So just small little movements that just make them so much faster. It's kind of crazy. Or not so much faster than everyone, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's what I noticed when I was doing like boot camps or like lessons with other people is just like they always stress all these little things. It's interesting too because another thing you can use for a marker as to how well you're doing is like when you are at certain points in a segment. So like specifically when you clip through the Temple of Time or
Mhm.
when you enter the bomb shrine are good indicators of like what your skill level is. So like right now, they're both getting around like a 238. So with the way ZSR times things, we start from when they press the A button on new game. But the way the leaderboard times things is you start the time when you gain control of Link. So we're kind of adding a minute and 7 seconds for the intro to all of that for the timing that we use here in ZSR. And if we want to calculate the leaderboard time, we subtract a minute and 7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Just as an FYI to anyone who hasn't watched Breath of the Wild speedruns. Yeah.
Pretty clean bombs so far. You're gonna see. So I wouldn't be surprised if in this kind of caliber of race. But both of these runners know each other really, really well, and they probably have talked about this beforehand. But they're going to probably use the more risky strats. We've seen from player 5, he's done a lot of these more consistent strats, where he'll do things like run through Magnesis, not do Canal, maybe not even do Gamer Wind Bomb. But I think in this race, we're going to probably see them pull out all the stops and do all of the more difficult strats, the little optimizations again.
Yeah, I mean, there are technically more risky strats you could go for than the ones I assume these players are going for. But they're much less consistent, so that's why we won't be seeing them. The Alfort wind bombs and
yeah. I mean, this is closer to a PB attempt than maybe some of his other races.
Right.
Doing in a PB attempt, which is not always the same thing as a race attempt.
Yeah. No, I definitely think
coming in here, if you don't usually watch Breath of the Wild, but you were like, wow, this looks kind of cool, this is probably one of the best races that you could watch. These is player 5 is number 1 on our leaderboard. Koroks is number 2 on our leaderboard. However, Koroks has put up the best time in this competition so far, with a 24:33. To put that in perspective, his PB is a 24:10. Player 5's PB is a 23:53. So this is going to be an amazing race. And we are best out of 3. So if something crazy were to happen, the great thing is that we have another race at least. Player
like
5 had just a little bit better BLSS there. So he's slightly ahead. Unfortunately, Koroks having a little bit of trouble with this Magnesis clip, but
yeah, Koroks is a little behind.
Still overall pretty good
because of the amiibo scans, I think.
So again, this is one of the shrines where in previous races, Player 5 has opted to not do what is known as Canal Wind Bomb. Sorry, I have a microphone issue. I'm so sorry, consultant. My microphone got disconnected, and when my microphone gets disconnected, I can't hear anything, so I apologize.
Sure. Yeah, I was talking. I was like, oh, she's talking over me. But yeah,
that was not intentional. My apologies. My microphone connection is like super loose. Anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, both of them. Did they both do Canal? I wasn't paying attention.
They did. Both did Canal.
Yeah. And both of them getting it first try. You know, even players like player 5 can like fail Canal, so it's good to see them getting it.
Mhm.
Both of them getting Gamer and Canal, which are the harder wind bombs in Plat.
And the nice thing also is that we did have pretty good fish RNG. We didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Koroks seemed to like fall a little bit behind during the
Yes.
Magnesis split. Was it because he had to do an extra scan, or
I didn't see if he had to do an extra scan. It was either that or a fish was being hidden by a chest, which can also happen. This is probably one of the most unique wind bombs on Plot. It's a basically the highest a wind bomb can push you. So it's got a little bit of a delay, and it's very, very cardinal. The way the wind bombs work is that the way that you're going to get height is through aiming the north, south, east, and west on the map directions, and so that's how we get the most height out of that.
yeah. A lot of the time it's through you get a full height wind bomb from delaying your square bomb a little bit, usually till it's like almost a fourth of the stamina wheel. Just increasing the space between those bombs makes the height a lot higher. So
just a shout out to Vivo. If you all want to learn about wind bombs, that is the best resource that we have. Is Vivox's video on wind bomb. This is a really cool wind bomb inside the shrine. Unfortunately, that Koroks gets a little bit more ragdoll there than Player 5 does, but it's got a little turn in it, which makes it a little extra fancy. But sends us kind of horizontally towards the shrine.
yeah, these players are playing like really good. Like I wonder like how close they are to their PBs.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, this is going to be a joy to watch. It is unfortunate, just like the first person who makes a mistake is probably just going to be the one who loses. It's like the one tiny mistake is gonna put someone behind if it happens. So it's just kind of wild.
Yeah, well, we're coming up on ESC, which can definitely be a mistake point.
This VLSS is really cool actually because they go so fast through the cold area that the cold timer actually resets. So that's why you see they don't really take that much cold damage. The cold timer just literally resets because of how fast they're going. Very clean ESCs from both of them, which is called an extended shield clip. Sorry, consultant, go for it.
Yeah, just reiterating that. Both of them getting straight to the correct frame. No buffering. Yeah.
Yeah. Listening to sorry, go for it.
We're about to do a wind bomb here. This is probably the easiest of the wind bombs that you'll see here. It's just a normal front hop. Not much that can go wrong here. We'll see if they can get like a little closer to the monk. Yeah, it looks like
that's as good as it can go.
Yeah.
Koroks did go get behind the shrine rather than by the side of it like Player 5 did, so he's going to lose a little bit of time, but still. That's not really much you can do about that. That's more just where Link's going to ragdoll. Yeah.
So sorry, what were you going to say before?
Oh, I was just going to talk a little bit about ragdoll. We can do that next race. That's the great part is that we can talk about ragdoll next race.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to learn about ragdoll and skew, the Tony Express has a good video on it, but we can also explain it here. just so you don't have to look it up on YouTube. So
Yeah. From here, we're just gonna go straight to the Temple of Time. Yeah, this pace is blistering.
yeah.
Oh no, Koroks. Unfortunately, dropping the bomb there. Just gonna put him a good 15-20 seconds, maybe more behind player 5. Let's see if he can get the little shield flip in, which might make up a little bit of time, but it is unfortunate. Sometimes when Link misses the step up there, the bomb just drops out of his hands. Oh, a little bit. Oh. Alright, so we have a cool 13-minute plat from player 5.
Player 5, yeah.
That's very fast. That's very, very fast.
Very fast, yeah. Like about a 13, 30 or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that's like 20 seconds off of his like PB, I think. And I didn't even see, like you didn't even see any mistakes really from player 5. Like that just goes to show how good their PBs are.
Again, it's the little things that add up for a PB. And again, this is more like a PB attempt for them than they have done previous. Or there is a bracket. I don't know if the bracket command is working. Sometimes it's weird. Okay, awesome. But yeah, you can see the bracket there. Again, we are in the quarterfinals of the winners bracket. So we do have a losers bracket as well. So neither one of these runners will be done if they lose today. They will be going on to face another opponent. It's just who can win out winners. Wow, okay. So lots of stuff happening here. We have a gate that we purposely want unloaded so that we can get into castle. Yeah, the castle is just severely unloaded for Koroks. Player 5 even managed to get off the sneak strike, and so does Koroks before the castle cutscene even loads, so that's wild.
Yep. That's a good indicator of when you can tell like someone is playing fast.
Yeah. So now at this point we're just going to be running through castle, grabbing a couple things okay, Koroks saves the mushroom, I didn't see. So one thing about the amiibo is it actually does technically have more RNG than no amiibo. Depending on which fish they get, they sometimes will need that extra mushroom that Koroks grabbed in order to get enough points for the 3 attack up food. So it is a little bit slower, and it's a little bit of RNG there. So Koroks, I'd say, is about 30-40 seconds behind player 5, I think.
Yeah, and what was he? So before the paraglider stuff, he was like, what, maybe 5-10 seconds behind, right?
Yeah. So these mid-airs are they're very tricky because they're out of bounds. So good to see them make it. Little optimizations with dropping the bow for Koroks, which I'm sure player 5 did. We just didn't comment on it. It just makes menuing easier for them during these fights. Wow, that bow's taking forever to load in. Good lord. My player 5 is entering the fights.
Yeah. You'll see that Koroks and player 5 opt to win bomb in a newer spot than some other players do. I think it's a slightly more optimal because you have to walk less. And Koroks doing a new Windblight skip.
Yeah. Trevor is noting that Koroks had to eat his attack up food early, and so he is just borderline being able to execute this. He just has to play well. Oh no, Koroks, that's so sad. Koroks unfortunately misses Wind Blight Skip, so that's going to put him back. I don't know if he's just going to take the DNF at this point, but that's so unfortunate. He knows how tight this race is, so that's really unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, his attack up was already very close, and reloading it was just going to take that time away from him, so unfortunate.
Yeah, I remember funny Koroks saying fish scammed him yet again. I remember him saying that usually he has to do like 5 scans or something.
Yeah.
He averages 5 scans or something. Well, at least we get to watch this demonstration of blights from player 5, blights and fights.
Yeah. Again, so the way that this is actually really great. The way that this is constructed is that Koroks it's not just one and done. He has definitely all the chance in the world to knock off player 5. He just has to win 2 in a row now. But that's how it's going to be anyway. But yeah.
And I wonder if Koroks has been watching the match, and maybe that's why he decided not to scan the extra amiibo, just because he had a hard time picking up the carp.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, player 5's just gonna power through these fights.
Yeah, it's good to note that Thunderblight, it has a very specific script, and if you don't follow that script to a T, you're gonna lose some time and potentially die. So player 5 not doing that.
Yeah. Again, this is the best of 3, so Koroks can definitely still win this and move on. But yeah, again, if you weren't here, the way that our bracket is constructed, this is quarterfinals of winners bracket, so neither of these players will be knocked out of our tournament today. It just decides who's going to move on to face Xiao. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Xiao.
For Xiao. At the end of the winners bracket, so.
Very clean phase 1.
A nice instant laser as well.
Yeah, little optimization you'll note that he does there is he, after he parries, he crouches and uncrouches to cancel the parry animation.
Yeah, winners bracket is so stacked.
Yeah, I guess how does it work? So if you get to the winners finals and you lose in the winners finals, then you get like what, 3rd maybe, or 4th? How does that work?
I think. Hold up. I don't remember what happens.
I guess, placings don't really matter that much. But
I think they still go down to losers bracket.
Oh yeah, they go down to losers
Yeah,
bracket.
yeah.
That's
They
right.
still go down to losers bracket. There's
Okay.
no one and dones, yeah.
Yeah, so if they lose the losers finals, then they get
Yes, then they're out.
Then they get third.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So and I don't remember what we decided we were gonna do for the how we give basically the reward to the winner of the winners bracket. I don't remember what we decided, but it was something. And it's a best of 5, I believe.
Maybe a new pro controller.
Oh no. I mean so like if you win winners bracket, you need to have some advantage over the winner of the losers bracket, if that makes sense. So I don't remember what that advantage is, if it's like a 1-game lead or if it's a something else. But yeah.
I mean, the way they do it in Melee is if you're from the losers bracket, you have to win 2 best of 3s, whereas if you're in the winners bracket, you just have to win 1 best of 3. I mean, it's technically best of 5s, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No. I think we decided something before the tournament started. I just don't remember what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Shapir knows. So Shapir knows all as well. Dang. GG's. Alright, someone do the math. What is 25? Okay, 25, 22 minus 107. That's
24, 15.
24, 15.
So.
Dang.
That's like, what, 5 seconds off of Koroks' PB, right?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, again, like, I can't remember, like, a single mistake player 5 making.
Yeah.
Yeah, good practice for his GDQ run, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's still a good. His PB is 23, 53, I believe. But still insane.
Yeah. No, he was like 20 seconds behind Plaid, I think. I don't even know why.
Yeah. There were no major mistakes.
Yeah.
It's the small things. Or no big obvious mistakes. He probably knows what would have been faster, but yeah. But still, GG's to Koroks. He played amazingly up till the unfortunate white skip and everything. So GG's to Koroks too. And again, we have another race. It's crazy.
Speedrunning.
Yep. We have the pleasure of watching them do that again. I'm not sure what we're doing, what they've planned on doing. Are we taking a break or for 5 minutes, or are we are we going straight in?
We'd have to ask the restreamer on that one.
Oh, I think Adian's asking. So we'll know in a second. Hold tight, everyone. Yeah. Again, these runners know each other really well. Player 5 and Koroks are good friends, and they probably knew that this was going to be just a lot more like a PB attempt than maybe some of the other races that they had done. So, pretty amazing.
Yeah. I don't know. You think Koroks is going to make any adjustments, or now just try to keep on playing his
No,
game?
what screwed him over was fish RNG. It wasn't really anything. He had like kind of the fluke step up thing, but what screwed him over really was fish RNG. I think he just hopefully just fish RNG doesn't screw him over.
Yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah, I guess. Why do you have to eat his food early?
I think he just didn't pick up too much backup fish. Like again, just like the whole fish problem. So
I see. Yeah, because I guess do you need backup fish in order to do like the second wind bomb?
Yeah.
Well, no, because if you have 2.5 hearts, you can do 2 wind bombs, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think it all stemmed from his like mess up during Plague.
Oh yeah, he probably had less health from the step up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just had less health than normal.
And so for the second out of bounds wind bomb, he had to eat the fish skewer earlier.
Yeah. So hopefully he just doesn't get screwed by fish RNG, and the step up isn't weird. So, and it would be amazing. All right, and we're off.
I hope they don't struggle with SOR clip and just like reset or something.
No, hopefully they'll just be fine. I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, as player 5 says, he's been doing low resets, not no resets. So
yeah,
but these are literally no resets. So yeah. Again, Koroks saying that he has an average of like 5 scans, which seems like awful. So we could see some terrible orange. Like they technically only did 2 scans, I think each of them. So that's like pretty good RNG for the most part, right?
Yeah. Two is the best possible option.
Right. Well, I have a special amiibo card that lets me do it in 1 scan, but no one else is allowed to have it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah.
So yeah. Honestly, though, like besides that one plateau, the step up thing with the bomb, which yeah, I don't know why that happened exactly. It might have just been a kind of luck thing. Like Koroks had a pretty much perfect plateau. Besides that, and like the fish getting stuck below the chest.
Yeah.
And player 5 pretty much playing like perfectly too. Like I don't know, if player 5 plays perfectly, like Koroks is gonna have a hard time for sure.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's for everyone at this kind of caliber. If one player plays perfectly, there's not really much you can do. But yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah. Or sorry, if he plays like he played last game, I should say, which was basically perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Koroks was matching him until the stupid step up. So we'll see. To recap, if you have just tuned in, we are in a best of 3 in our quarterfinals of winners bracket, or round 4, whatever you'd like to call it. Player 5 clutched out a good race after, unfortunately, Koroks had to DNF because he didn't have enough time on his attack up food. It was a kind of a crazy time from Player 5. Played essentially just as close to PB as you really can. He had a 24:15-ish, which, if you don't know, world record is 23:53. So, yeah, this is an amazing set of races. Player 5 is number 1 on the leaderboard. Koroks is number 2 on the leaderboard, so about the best you could hope for here. And here, yeah, unfortunately, Koroks did have a little bit of trouble getting out of SOR, and then also during his BLSS, he kind of bumped on the side of Temple of Time, which put him a little bit behind Player 5, but hopefully we'll be able to catch up. Can have just as tight of a race as we had last time.
Yeah. He also like unequipped his bow accidentally, which probably lost like a second or two.
Yeah.
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 So if you are not familiar with Breath of the Wild glitches, that is called a bow lift smuggle slide, or BLSS. It's a really long name for a glitch, but it's very descriptive. You need to perform a bow lift smuggle, and then from within item, and then using a step-up animation and the fact that Link has no gravity when he is in that step-up animation, just does weird things, he's able to slide. So that's one of the more recent game-breaking glitches. Was found September a year ago. Yes, Beston, it's definitely Wiggle Bomb.
Well, technically you can do it with things besides a bomb, so technically it's just wiggle item you can hold.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it with a barrel? It's so funny.
Yes, it's very funny.
I remember I was like really tilted from runs the other day, and I just like messed around with BLSS with a barrel on my stream. My girlfriend was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I think that Prahaha and someone else had a race where they scanned Amiibo just to get a barrel, and then BLSS'd with the barrel. It was pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah, they came up with a whole bunch of stupid requirements for their race. Like you had to wear the I forgot what shirt it was.
The Switch shirt.
Switch shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here's the crucial part. This is what made the difference in the last race. Player 5's got really nice fish.
Got a lot.
Really nice fish. Yeah. Holy crap. Oh no! He opened the chest though. That is the thing. Is that if your fish are too close to the chest, you are at risk of opening up. And oh no, Koroks. Not sure what Koroks is doing, but it's unfortunate. I'm not sure what he's going to decide to do at this point. Unfortunately, Koroks has DNF'd. He just got really bad RNG, so. So we'll just have to watch Player 5 play out this race. It's very, very unfortunate. I'm so sorry, Koroks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Sorry, it happens.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah. You do seem to have particular bad RNG, Koroks.
Why are you playing no Amiibo?
Well.
As you can still get loaded gate.
Yeah. Alright, gonna see Player 5 do Canal win bomb here.
Ooh. narrowly escaping death with that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. No amigos name. Yeah. Fair. Alright, so let's see, play.
I guess
Go ahead.
yeah, so next matches are gonna be let's see. We win versus Koroks, right? And
Yeah.
Xiao versus player 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I believe I still want to focus on this and it's Song versus Cuse. So still want to make sure we focus on player 5's run here and
Right.
watch the master at work. It's really nice if you play it right, you can reuse the same SKU that you got from Magnesis for Stasis, which makes things very, very nice. So.
Cyro Link, football as well. Yeah. And yeah, we're about to see a turn win bomb. With the turn, you can get less height and
More speed.
more speed. Yeah, I was gonna say distance, but yeah, speed.
Yeah, that's usually what I use them for, because I don't do a lot of these twin bombs in the shrines. I will use them when I'm doing hundo just for speed, but I don't need as much height.
You run hundo?
Yes, I do.
Oh wow. Should catch your stream sometime.
Yeah. Everyone give hearts in the chat for Koroks. This game is dumb sometimes. And we all know it. I wish chants were still a thing.
Oh, I've been following you since February 2020. What?
Alright, give me a nice easy boulder ride up for player 5. And then right into this BLSS. Do that little extra shield hop thing, I think, to clear some skew. Because he has to go get skew here for cryo. Oh. And ESC not being kind.
Yeah, having a little fun with ESC there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a frame perfect trick, so you know, not gonna get a first try every time.
Mm-hmm. Today I don't believe there are any more runs. Think. I'm not sure if there's any scheduled yet, but we have a couple more races coming up. Well, we can talk about Ragdoll now. Ragdoll happens when you unequip your shield. Basically, it gives it Link's physics. So I just needed that. I don't think that was fun. Oh right, he opened up the chest and got the extra thing. Anyway, sorry. Ragdoll happens when you unequip your shield in the air. Basically, it makes the game think that you are still in one place when you are not. I think that is how it is, and because of that, when you take damage, you need to take damage in order to ragdoll properly. And so, since wind bombs require us to be able to ragdoll properly, we have to clear ragdoll. You can do quick fixes, which will allow for Link's position to be reset. But the only true way to clear ragdoll is by taking damage. And it persists through saves, so that's fun.
You'll see that he did like a slight optimization doing the jump part of setting up the BLSS over towards where he was supposed to go to do the step up. Slight optimization. Again, it's the little things.
Alright, now we go on to Castle.
I think he is getting a slightly better plateau than he had before, which is interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe because of the scan, like he only had one scan, right?
Yeah, well, he did have to open the chest, so I don't know if the scan necessarily would have put him ahead. I don't remember what his plateau was last time.
It was roughly like a 13:30. So one thing you'll note is he's kind of pointing the camera up at the sky. So I don't know if this is true or not, or if it's just kind of a superstition thing, but it's said to like reduce world loads. And this is important for not getting loaded gate.
So we want this gate to be unloaded here. Which nicely done. If I gets it. You'll see both of the runners in this day headshot Moblin, and that's so that if your sneak strike doesn't go through here, if your cutscene loads in, you can still have another chance to sneak strike him after the cutscene.
It's also just a much easier way of setting up the sneak strike because rather than having to slowly walk, like creep up, behind him, he just gets up and he's right in front of you. You can just sneak strike him.
Yeah, that as well. It's got many benefits.
Yeah. Wonder if we're going to see another 24 here. I don't want to jinx it, but...
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Not as high of an attack timer here, but should be fine. I think you got maybe a little bit more fish before with the 2 scans.
I think it's usually 330. If you get anything higher than 330, I believe it's a crit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe. Oh no!
Ooh.
Unfortunate. Oh, so someone else can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I believe. That's what I remember.
What was that? Like an unfortunate ragdoll of some sort?
Yeah, he hit some sort of texture in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Eek. Again, unfortunate. Oh, man. This... Yeah. There we go.
Right there.
You have to kind of like get in between those two like texture things. So if you don't, you're gonna hit them and ragdoll off of them, which is not good. Unfortunately, Koroks DNF'd. He got some bad fish RNG. And just decided not to continue. He is not out of the tournament since we have a losers bracket. But yeah, just unfortunate. Yeah. Now player 5 is going to be just on the edge with the attack up timer. He will be fine if he plays well, which I'm sure that he will. But it will be a little bit tighter with the attack up food.
Why would it be tighter? Just wondering, because he kind of ate it at the same time he normally would.
He ate it at the Moblin.
Yeah, that's when you normally would eat it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe, yeah. I guess the bottom line is these players are so used to playing super close with the attack timer that you know, that's just when they eat it, you know? So yeah, he is gonna have to play pretty well in order for that attack timer to apply, which yeah.
Again, he's good at this game.
He's good at this game, so should work out.
I love the little like what is that called? Not weapon canceling. Just waiting for Water Bite to get over there.
Oh, like throw running or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's crazy is P5 not only has the world record in any percent, but also has the world record in all dungeons and like all main quests. I think unrestricted, maybe. Just great all-around player.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a pretty sweet all shrines time as well.
Yeah.
So just a good, really great all-around runner.
Yeah, I think he said he might do all shrines again after he graduates, which
yeah.
is in a couple of weeks. Remember college? I don't. It was 7 years ago.
I definitely remember college, but it has been a couple of years. I love how we don't talk about these fights as like anything. We're just so sure that he's gonna make it through. It's just so incredibly scripted, and there are things that can happen as far as RNG and Thunderblight especially. But for the most part, we're pretty confident with these runners that it's just gonna go to plan. So unfortunately, Breck, he DNF'd. He got some crappy fish RNG, so that's that. Sorry, I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say something stupid. I was like, you know, it's funny trying to imagine how my girlfriend's playing these fights would compare to these players. Probably not super favorably.
So Unstealthy Ninja, so these runners, when they want to get attack up food, we scan particular amiibos, such as like the Mifa amiibo, one of the Link amiibos, a couple of them, and you need enough of the right type of fish to get enough attack up. Like each of the foods kind of have point values to them, and you need to get, I think, to 7. And he didn't get it after 1 or 2 scans. Usually players will scan 2, and that's like considered good fish RNG. You get enough. If you get if you scan 2, that's considered good RNG, and get all of your fish. Sorry, count.
So, I think he only used like 1 ancient arrow or something.
Oh, really?
Must have meant he like got like perfect bomb arrow headshots.
Dang, that's awesome. Fair, Koroks. Fair. Yeah. Just Koroks has a history of this happening to him, so it is understandably very frustrating. So. And that's kind of what screwed him over for the last race too. So.
Yeah, where's player 5's bad RNG? Does he have like a special switch where he just doesn't fall prey to bad RNG?
I don't know.
Speechless.
There are small optimizations, like the consultant was just saying, where you can pre-fire these shots, because there's not really much else we can do to make it go faster. Speechless is when you pre-fire such that you hit the target either before Zelda speaks, or you'll see, hopefully with the belly shot, where Zelda just doesn't speak at all because you've already hit the target. And those are based on music cues, which is really cool, I think.
Yeah, I've never experienced that in a speed game where you have to like depend on like listening to specific parts of music for when to, take an action. Very interesting.
As you saw. Yeah, it is really interesting. Yeah, as you saw, that was Speechless, where Zelda just didn't even say her line.
Link, regarde, sur sa tête.
Alright, GG's player 5.
GG.
I don't know how we're feeling about interviews, but I understand, Koroks, if you're still too tilted. But yeah, if y'all feel like doing interviews, feel free to hop on in. Player 5 helpfully putting splits on screen for us, being a 25-11, so nice. Hello, who is that? Hi, Koroks, how are you doing? GG's. Hello. I'm not sure if we can't hear Koroks or yeah, it looks like probably something's going on with his. Hi, Koroks. I hope your mic is going better now. Unfortunate.
Bye, Koroks.
Yeah, seems like technology is fighting with him today.
Yeah.
Ah,
Discord broke.
typical Discord. I do see Koroks is in the waiting room again, but and then now player 5, so hopefully we can get both of them in. Hello friends, GG's.
Hello.
Hello.
Koroks was having yeah, it seems like just technology is fighting him in general today, but GG's player 5.
Thank you. GG's,
on
John.
his- yeah. He's having some mic issues, so I don't know if you have the chat open, but he's the ZSR chat open, but he's saying that his mic is not being detected for some reason, so I don't know. But yeah. That first race was crazy. How did you feel about that?
I felt really good about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the best times I've ever gotten. Probably top 5.
Yeah. We had it as a 24-13. I don't know what your split said, but that was kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, it was a 24-12.
12. Yeah. So third place. So pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about the match overall? Were you watching the stream at the same time or no?
No, I don't watch the restream. I mostly just prefer to focus. Oh, hello.
No.
Discord just bugged. Reason.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's good software.
Yeah. GG's.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not as mad as people may think, but it is unfortunate.
Yeah. No.
Luck.
How did you feel about that first race up until the crappy part in Castle?
It was a good run. I didn't get good fish again in that one, so it was 2 scans. I couldn't scan 3 because I was trying to pick up a carp and it was like stuck between a chest and another fish and I just couldn't get it. So just unfortunate all around. Bad luck. I played pretty well that run. I lost like 20 seconds at the end of plateau though to messing up the step up, so it wasn't that great.
Yeah, it was pretty nice until then, but yeah. It was so close. You guys were like frame by frame for most of plat until the step up mess up.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm just tired of the bad RNG, and this game's been tiring me out for a while. I've pretty much only been playing it because of this tournament, and honestly, I may just forfeit the rest of the rounds in losers because I just kind of don't want to play.
That's fair.
Just sucks. I've had so many amazing bombs that I just don't get fish from the next segment, so I don't know. I've streamed the attempts. People can verify. It's unfortunate. I'm just not a lucky person.
Yeah, player 5, what is the secret to your fish RNG?
There's no secret. You just scan and hope you get lucky.
Scan and get 3 porgy.
Do you have a special card like I do that gives you all the fish you need in one scan?
I have 4, like, I had them marked for what amiibo they were, but the Sharpie, like, rubbed off. So I just have 4 blank, like, NFC cards.
Oh, well.
I see.
Koroks, maybe your amiibo cards themselves are bugged.
Maybe.
That's what it is.
A bad bin file for my amiibo. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyways, GGP5.
GG's.
I'm glad it went well for you at least.
So player 5, what do you think about like the next rounds in the tournament? Like, who are you? Are you afraid of anyone? You looking forward to any matches?
I mean, I'm just gonna play normally, I guess, for the rest of them. Kind of the game plan.
Yeah. It's actually really cool. We have like two of our I think they're Chinese runners in at the end of the bracket. So it's been cool seeing the dynamics there, what they've chosen to do, and just how fast they are too.
I look forward to the Chinese matches being at like 4 in the morning, so I can't watch them.
But yeah, you're running at Xiao now. For winners bracket semis. Actually, it's winner bracket finals, and then you'll obviously play in the if you win, you'll play in the grand finals. So we're close to the end. This is probably the fastest the tournament has ever gone. But Koroks, I believe if you decide that you want to keep going in the tournament, you'll be waiting on the either the winner between Song and Kus or Lumina and
No, I think Koroks would be going up against WeWin, right?
Oh, WeWin?
Yeah.
I don't
I
have
believe
that.
so, yeah.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you decide to do. Do whatever's best for your mental health.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, what you could do is you could have one of those special agreements with WeWin. I don't know how the language barrier would work, but did you watch that match where they used like the barrel to BLSS?
That would actually be fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Or do one of the IST routes that he's made.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. But yeah. If anyone has any last thoughts, I don't know. If not, we can hand it over to our lovely restreamer, ADN. Which, thank you very much, ADN, for doing this.
Yeah, thank you, ADN.
Thank you, commentary, and the restreamer, ADN. Thank you.
No prob. It is my cue to take it away from you guys. So we don't have any matches scheduled yet, so just keep an eye out. They usually pop up, like Monday or Tuesday. We've got a couple scheduled for next week, I'm hoping. And in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and raid our friends over at Bingothon. They're currently doing the Wind Waker, and they got a winter event supporting Fred Hutch. So definitely check them out, and thanks so much, everyone.